Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we're just going to take a look at classes, objects, methods and strings today. So we have already had a look at packages that we've already imported from Java that we use within this, and then we create a new object and also looking at main. So now we're just going to move on to account. So I've created a new class called account. Remember, class names are always started with a capital letter. So as you can see here, there's different levels. We're going to create our instant variables within here. I'm calling this string name, ending with a semicolon. So this is declaring a string. I can say declaring a string variable called name. Now with this, it's really important to know that this is called an instance variable. So this string name is only accessible within this class. So there's access modifiers that we mentioned in the previous video called public, private and protected. So we're just going to have a look at the private one today and look at the string. Now with private instant variables, you need to be able to access the method, right? So we need to set and get it within this class, and that's what happens when you have a private instance variable. So with everything that we discussed previously, it's declare, assign and use. So I have declared my string variable, which is going to take in characters or letters, and then it's called name, and I'm going to use it down here. So I'm just going to write a method. So a method being that it performs a task. It's not going to return anything. I'm just going to set it as a void, and I'm going to call it set name. You can call it whatever you want, but usually this is a good idea to have something within this. So this is going to be accessible here, where we need to have two opening curly brackets within it. So you have class has an opening curly bracket, and then you've got methods have an opening curly bracket as well. And they also have rounded brackets at the beginning and at the end, and anything that you want to pass through goes into these parentheses here, or round brackets as we like to call them. So we're going to use a new term. This is called this. Name is equal to name. So what you're saying here is that this name in this instance variable, which is here, so if I highlight this is also highlighted here. So the name that's in set name is going to be assigned to this particular name for this instance variable. Now this method is used to set the name of this object. So we're also going to have to get it at some point. So we have public void get name. Now with the get method, you don't need any variables to be passed through. So you're just going to return it. So this is the return. It's also a keyword. Return name with a semicolon at the end. So this is our setting our name, and this is going to get our name. Return value of the name to the caller. So with this, you have name, name, and name. So with this needs to be a string because it needs to pass back a return, not a void. So with void, it's just setting it, and with string, it's going to get it, and that's really important because it's going to return the value. So this is all we're going to cover today. So the class is accessible publicly, so it's accessible every time you call account. So like we said in the previous video, class dot method. So if I want to access something, it would be account dot set name, and then put a name here, and that will call it, and then the same with the get method. In the next video, we're going to have a look at this in more detail. So this is just going to be a short video today, but it's better to practice. So if you could write out these, that's your exercise for today. Type out these and run it and see what happens. And you can put in comments and different things. And also, I would also put in different system out, maybe add in a scanner and see what is output down to the console as well. Okay. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll post another one soon. Thank you.